Hi Gemini, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your April 2021 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic Cross spread as always, and I also pulled an Oracle card and a Mudra card for you guys. But we're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice that we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus is going to be astrologically speaking. So we'll do that. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we have 8. So that's the 8th house, which for you guys is Capricorn. There was a lot of activity in there, obviously, in the past couple of years. Now we still have Pluto there, but that could be a focus for you guys this month. We also have Cancer energy, which for you guys is your 2nd house of finances and self-worth. And the Sun. So naturally the Sun's going to spend most of April in Aries, which is your 11th house, and then it's going to move into your 12th house toward the end of April. So keep that in mind as we go through the spread. Alright, in the main situation position we have the 8 of Swords. So this is actually Gemini energy here, represents the first 10 degrees of Gemini. So if that's your Gemini placement, this might resonate with you a bit more. But overall, I feel like this is a feeling of maybe there's a lot on your plate right now and you just don't even know where to start with it all. This could be partially due to the fact that you guys have Mars in your sign now, and of course you have the North Node there as well. So it could just be saying you have a lot on your plate and you're not even sure quite where to start with it. And in the Challenger obstacle position, we have the Hierophant, which is the major arcana card for Taurus, and we have the Page of Wands. So for some of you, this energy can be a continuation of what I was feeling for you guys last month. The title for your video from last month was Red Tape, where I felt like, you might have felt restricted in some way, where there were some plans that you wanted to enact, but you felt held back around those plans for whatever reason. So it could be a continuation of that, where again, you're being asked to do something in a more traditional, tried and true way, whereas you're trying to do something a bit more pioneering. That's one way these energies can be playing out. For others of you, could just be saying that it might actually take until we get to Taurus season for you to actually feel like those blockages are cleared up and you're actually able to move forward. So that's what I'm seeing there. In the foundation position, we have the 4 of Swords. So this is actually a Libra energy here, which for you guys is your 5th house. But this could just be saying that maybe this is just these blockages are in your way because you're still actually healing from a situation. So this could be one of those things where the timing isn't right for you to move forward with other things until you're done healing from whatever this is. For others of you, could just be saying that, if you are feeling a bit overwhelmed with a lot on your plate, you might actually benefit from just taking a little bit of time off, just a little bit of a breather, help you reset, and then you could actually look at those tasks that you have with fresh eyes, and it might actually help you out in the situation. All right, in the past position, we have the King of Swords in reverse. So this is actually the court card for Aquarius, but of course this could represent you guys as well, since you're also an air sign. But given that this came up in reverse, and it's in the past position, this makes me think that this could just be an energy that you guys had been dealing with during the Mercury retrograde, because it was in the sign of Aquarius. So could just be saying that, things might have felt a bit off for you guys since that time. And, at the time I'm recording this, we're basically just now clearing the shadow period from the Mercury retrograde, even though it ended a while ago. So could just be pointing to that as why, you feel like the energy's still a bit stuck for you guys. In the present position, we have the 7 of Cups. So this is Scorpio energy, which for you guys is your 6th house of work, daily routine, health. So could just be saying that, again, I feel like there's a lot on your plate and you're not quite sure which direction to go in first. And could be one of those things where the Mars energy, Mars moving through your sign, wherever, is giving you the energy to actually tackle these tasks. But you could just, again, just be caught in the cycle of overthinking things and not even be able to get anything done because of that, like an analysis paralysis type dynamic. In the near future position, we have the King of Pentacles. So this is actually the court card for Taurus. And again, I could see this as another indicator for what I was feeling for you guys in a challenge position. Could just be saying that, Aries season might be a bit chaotic for you guys, but could just be saying, if you try to stay focused and, put into work, by the time you get to Taurus season, you'll feel a lot more accomplished. Like, okay, I got the stuff off my plate. I'm good to go. So it could just be saying, and also to pace yourselves as well, because Taurus energy is known for that as well. So that could be what it's really asking you to do. It's not saying, don't take care of the things you need to take care of, but just try to pace yourself. Don't try to get 10 things done at once and then you end up doing nothing, right? Or you get things done, but because they might have been a bit rushed, they're not the quality you were hoping for. So it could just be what it's asking you to do there. All right, in the position of your influence on the situation, we have the Hermit. So this is actually the major arcana card for Virgo. So a lot of earthly energies popping up for you guys now, but could just be saying that this is what you're being asked to do, which is to say, you should really take a breather, right? Really analyze, like, okay, I have a lot that needs to get done. Let me figure out a plan on how best to do it, right? So that's very much a Virgo energy, a bit more introspective, really likes to think things through before they proceed. So that could be the energy you guys are in, looking at things from a different perspective. So yeah, that would definitely help. This would definitely be a good process to undertake especially if you're feeling that Seven of Cups energy and even that Eight of Swords energy. All right. In the environment position, we have the Two of Wands. So this is Aries energy here. So again, I'm getting that similar vibe to where you really do feel like you're ready to get up and go, right? Like I said, looks like the Mars transit is giving you the energy, but maybe you're a bit lacking in the focus, So could just be saying that you're definitely going to have the energy and the drive to actually do what you need to do. But again, especially given that he's looking right at the King of Pentacles, it could just be saying that the key to getting that progress that you're hoping for is to try to take a bit more of a Taurus type perspective to things, which is to really pace yourselves and just move forward. Like, it gets done when it gets done, right? I'm not going to rush through it. And then you'll start to see the things disappear bit by bit as far as what you have to get done. All right, in the hopes or fears position, we have the Page of Swords. So again, I'm seeing this energy here as more of a bit of an overthinking dynamic, where you're just like, okay, so much to get done, where to begin, right? For some of you, this could just be saying that maybe, depending on your dynamic too, this might actually be asking you to collaborate with someone. The reason I say that is because he's, in that stance, and if I put that card back in the spread, he's looking toward the Three of Pentacles, which we see here at the bottom of the deck for you guys, which to me represents an energy of collaboration. So it could just be saying, that could be another dynamic as well, where you could just let someone know, like, let's say it's a work environment that you're in where you have like 20 different things on your desk that need to get done. This might be saying, you might have to call someone in and ask them, hey, could you guys help me, get this stuff done, right? And then you could repay the favor to them somewhere down the line, of course, but that could be what it might be asking you to do there, which is to say, if you really do have a ton of stuff on your plate, you might actually have to look at your other resources that are available and see if you could get a collaborative effort there. All right, and in the outcome position, we have Justice, which is Libra energy, and the Knight of Swords, which is the core card for you guys, Gemini. So seeing these two cards together, I feel like this is really pointing to you guys finding that balance, which again, like I said, it looks like pacing yourself is going to be key with that Four of Swords in the foundation, taking a little bit of time off if you need to, right, to, give yourself a fresh set of eyes, and, that way you could tackle these tasks a lot easier. Whenever you feel that balance, then you're going to feel rejuvenated, ready to roll, and actually focused, right? Because here we see with the Knight of Swords, as opposed to obviously the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, we see the very directed movement. Like, okay, I know what I need to do now. I'm good to go. So again, this could be an indicator of how you could get there, which is to take that breather. For some of you, this could be pointing to the energy of that Libra full moon that we're going to have soon. So for those of you who don't watch this until April, it would have passed already, but for those of you who watch this when I first post it, just keep an eye out for that Libra full moon. That might be where it clicks for you guys, where you're like, okay, you know what? I know my plan of attack now. I'm going to go after it, and I do see some success there. So, and again, this could be another indicator, right, to maybe to collaborate with others as the best way forward, since Libra is about that balance, right, and relationships and partnerships. So that's what I see there. All right, and moving on to your oracle card, we have Happy Happy. There's the artwork, and the number is 26. Someone else had this card this month as well. I think it was one of the earth signs. So if you're dealing with an earth sign, maybe check out that video, or if you have an earth placement as well. Okay, it says joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. The oracle's message: your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. Find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy moment to moment, for you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. Now is the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside yourself. Your happiness is a result of your being at one with Spirit's plan for your life. All is well. The tide is in for now. Enjoy playfully splashing in it. So definitely a pretty positive message there. And again, I feel like that ties me into the energy that I was feeling with you guys for the Four of Swords, which is to say, you might have to just actually take a little bit of a breather if you are feeling a bit overwhelmed, and that should actually help your situation out, however counterintuitive that may seem. Like if you feel like, oh my God, I have to get all this done before a deadline or something, right? And just be saying, taking that little breather, having a fresh set of eyes when you come back to it might be best. The relationship message says there are moments in a relationship when you just feel good about whom you're with, and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, and to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance of this card in the reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest right where you stand. Be grateful and delight in your relationship, and if you're seeking one, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of itself like bees to honey. So pretty positive message there as well. I will say I didn't get much of a relationship vibe from this spread at all, but hopefully that resonated with you guys. Worst case, I'll be doing the love readings in a week. All right, the prosperity message says this is a time to take pride in your accomplishments. You're doing good work, providing exceptional service, and are well compensated for it. The world rains gratitude upon you, and you're happy with the results of your efforts and creativity. Isn't it amazing to consider all that you have done? Remember your partnership with Spirit in this moment, too. Your soul has always known you could accomplish anything if it brought you joy. So, another pretty positive message there. And again, like I said, it does look like you will have some success, and you'll probably feel a little more settled when we get to Taurus season, which might seem weird because normally for you guys, of course, that's a 12th house transit, so normally things would slow down in the transit for you guys like that. But like I said, I feel like you just might be a bit of overload with Mars in your sign right now, so that's what I'm seeing there. All right, and all right, last we have a mudra for you guys, and this is the mudra you guys got for the month here. It's Chin Mudra. The key word for it is awareness. All right, and there's the info on it if you want to pause it or take a screenshot. But it says, sharpens the intellect, reduces daydreaming and mental fantasy during meditation, lifts depression, opens the lower lobes of the lungs, especially when accompanied by deep diaphragmatic breathing. So if that sounds like something you think will be beneficial for you guys, I will put the name of the Mudra in the description of the video as always. We'll wrap up there, and we'll see you all next month. All right, bye.